This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. With safety end Reed there to make the play.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jack. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raven Ravens first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. And Jackson throwing once more. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
11.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And they move this all the way down to the 9th. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now...
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now it's Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now Fields on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took that. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw is Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little